Okay, the first thing you need to know is your hard drive can only be plugged in to the port closest to the edge. If you plug it in this side, it won't work. Always have it plugged in this side.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to start out with the emulators. This is your Super Nintendo emulator. This is your regular Nintendo emulator. Play games, you just click on it. Hit the start button. And these here, sometimes when you start out, it'll be on this screen. The FCUGX is your Nintendo. The SNES is your Super Nintendo, obviously. It'll only show you the games for whatever emulator you got open. So in this case, we went the SNES. ROMs is where all your games are. These are all your Super Nintendo games. There's like 758 or 732 or something. And then all you do is click on the game and it starts up. Now in all these emulators, you can pretty much save it wherever you want. Alright, these are the save menus. It's pretty basic. You just go to save. You can do new RAM or new snapshot. New snapshot is kind of like a new state. There, you see how the picture showed up. It's exactly where you are. You can be jumping in midair. It doesn't matter. You can save it wherever you want. You got to use the GameCube controller for some of the Super Nintendo games. But right here, go into settings, go into controller. If you ever can't get the right controller to work, go in here, change these settings to probably one of these two Super controllers, or Super Nintendo Controller 2 or Super Nintendo Controller 4. And then it's just hit the back buttons and hit close. Same way it goes for loading. You want to start a new game, start the game up, click your home button on the Wii controller, click load. We'll go to this RAM for instance. This was actually a saved one that the system saved itself, so it's going to start over at the beginning. See, I don't have the right buttons on just the Wiimote to get past this point, so I'm going to get out of here. Go back to main menu, click OK, click exit to get out of the emulator. Should take you back to the Wii menu. Okay, Super Nintendo emulator, same way. These are the only two I could get channels for, so. Okay, and here's all your Super Nintendo games. It doesn't matter, you just click on one of them. Loads right up. Same way it goes saving with this. It's pretty much the same thing as the Super Nintendo one. Okay, so we're going to exit out of that. Okay, now these other two, the Genesis and the 64 emulator, are a little different. There's no channel installers for those. So all those two will be in this homebrew channel right here. Okay, here's your Genesis one. Click on it, click load. Then on this one, hit your A button obviously. Now this one you want load game, you want master system, and then right here is all the games. These are pretty much the games they didn't make for Super Nintendo. That's why I got them on here. Streets of Rage. Just same thing, click on it, starts right up. Hit your home button. I'm already pretty far in this, I've been playing it, so. Load game, master system, or that ain't right. Let's go back here. Click your home button, click load and save. For some reason all of them say empty slot, which shouldn't be. Oh, I know why there's no save. I was playing on my personal one. This is yours. There wouldn't be any saved games on here. But yeah, same thing as the other ones. Load and save. Click whichever one that you saved your game in here, and as soon as you click on it, it'll start right up. Pretty much any menu that you're in, the home button will take you to an exit screen where you can exit back to the system menu or restart the game. Okay, 64 emulator, that's also in the homebrew channel. Right here, this Wii 64, that's your 64 emulator. This one's a little different. Go to load ROM from SD card. Then here's all your games. There's a couple more on the next page. These are the only games that work on the Wii 64 emulator. This right here is not a game, it's a program file, so don't delete it. Along with this F-Cube is also a program file, so don't delete it. These ones same way, or this one's a little bit different. Click on the game you want, it'll load up, click OK, then go down here, play game. Then it loads it up. Now in this one, you got to use the GameCube controller to play, but to get back, you can hold down one or press 1 and 2 at the same time on the Wii remote, and it'll go back to this thing. Go back to this main menu, and then if you want out of it, just hit quit, click OK. It'll go back to the homebrew channel. Those two things, the Genesis emulator and the Wii 64 emulator, are pretty much the only two things that you'll need to touch in here except for this homebrew browser, but we'll come back to that in a little bit. So if you want to exit out a homebrew channel, click your home button, exit the system menu. Okay, then that brings you back here. This channel right here, this is to load burn games. If you ever had a burnt game, you'd want to click on this, click start, have your game in there already obviously, and then you want load games from DVD, and then that'll play your burnt games, whether it be GameCube or Wii games on DVR. Get out of this, just go down here to this exit. Pretty self-explanatory. Okay, and that's pretty much it on your emulators. I'll come back with the next part of this.